loading a Troller profile. This has loaded YouTube right monitor. When I originally wrote this profile, it was so that I could control YouTube tutorials while I worked on projects following the tutorials on my left monitor. So I'd have my right monitor showing me a YouTube video, and my left I would be working. A lot of times I would leave the YouTube window selected and try to interface with my programming environment, and I would reset the video or something, and I'd lose a lot of time that way. So I wanted something, I really wanted to be able to pick up a controller and just control YouTube and reset my cursors and my windows and whatever I needed to do after controlling the YouTube. I wanted all that to be automatic, and I've done that, and I'm going to show you how to set up Troller to do that. Right mouse monitor, right monitor handle is the same as left monitor handle, basically, except that they both grab different points of the desktop. Right monitor grabs what it can decide to be my second monitor, and left mouse grabs whatever it can decide to be the top application on my left monitor over here, roughly. So I'll show that real quick. First, I assign a chord mode to make sure that the command list knows what it's working with. There's relative coordinates to active window, absolute coordinates, or relative coordinates to client. I, of course, have absolute screen coordinates selected. I could use a variable here to represent this data if I wanted to, but I don't think I've ever done that for that. And, you know, not necessary here. Here, it's going to store the position of my mouse. This is so it can return it back to this position when it's done collecting the monitor handle. In this case, left monitor. So it's going to click here and grab the handle of the active window. Here's the click. Well, okay, so it clicks 200, 200, moves really fast, clicks once, clicks left, doesn't use a percent of the window, doesn't use a specific handle, nothing like that. I'm going to go back to where it stores the positions. It stores these positions into these variables here, LV1 and mouse X. I'm actually going to change that. LV1 is going to become mouse X. Okay. I mean, it's the same to the computer, but now it looks better to us. Alright, so we click the thing. Now I'm gonna get the handle. I'm gonna say gwin equals, well, gwin is gonna equal whatever the active window is. Because nothing is selected, AutoIt and additionally Troller just use the active window when there's nothing. So gwindow equals whatever window is active. And here it restores the mouse position. It moves the mouse back to the variables that it stored. Okay, so that was the left mouse. Let's see, play, pause. Play, pause. Here, I'm going to look at this. Current window. Okay, so what this does is it stores the current window. It wants to know because it's going to return us back there. So again, we have nothing selected. It's going to get whatever window we have targeted. It goes in the LV1. You know, the name isn't great, but I'm going to leave it alone. So anyway, keyboard play pause, which is, that's our description. The window title is nothing. This is concatenated. It's a variable concatenated to the window title. That is unused. But then we have a window title UDV, which is G window. And that's the window we set by in the last command list where we were grabbing window handles from either the left or the right monitor. Here it's going to send the K. It's also going to activate. It's going to control send, and it's going to send K. It's going to concatenate all these fields together, a bunch of variables, 4 variables and 4 constants. And then at the end here, it's going to activate our window that we stored in the first command. It could change the window mode. It could hide, you know, the window, all kinds of things. That's useful sometimes when I'm running my server and it needs to have like 3 applications open. I just write a script to open them all and hide them all, and that's what I want, except for one. I leave one, like the master controller of them open. Okay, so that's play pause. The other ones are very similar. Like, you know, they're going to have a key that they send to YouTube, but prior to that, they're going to store whatever I sent, whatever my current window was, and reset it when they're done. Alright, so here's the YouTube video. I paused it. I paused it manually with the mouse. I'm gonna try to grab the YouTube window with this button. Didn't work, and I think that's because I'm not using these controls. Now I'm using the controls, and I'm gonna try that again. I hit the wrong button. It tried to use a window handle it doesn't have. I'm gonna hit the correct button now, the trigger. Unpause it. I unpause with up on the D-pad. Fast forward with right on the D-pad. I think this moves the mouse. That's neat. Anyway, back, forward. The video's kind of long. Thank you for watching the video.